Are you looking for the best Hisense TVs of 2025? In this video we will look at some of the 4 best TVs on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Hisense U8/U8N. The Hisense U8/U8N is one of the best Hisense TVs we've tested. It provides excellent overall picture quality and is a versatile TV that looks great in both bright and dark rooms. It displays incredibly deep blacks in a dark room that are approaching what you get from an OLED, with minimal blooming, which is great for watching movies or shows. It's also a very bright option with outstanding reflection handling, so it has no problem overcoming glare in rooms with lots of light. Regardless of your lighting conditions, the TV also displays vibrant and lifelike colors that are sure to please. It also supports all major HDR and audio formats, so you're covered no matter how you watch content. This TV is also packed with modern gaming features. It has HDMI 2.1 bandwidth, up to 4K at 144Hz, and VRR support, so it can take full advantage of modern gaming consoles and can be paired with PCs that have high-end graphics cards. Additionally, it has an excellent response time for minimal blur behind fast motion, and its incredibly low input lag delivers a responsive gaming experience. At number 2. Hisense U7N. The best mid-range Hisense TV we've tested is the Hisense U7N. Despite not having the same excellent overall picture quality as the Hisense U8/U8N, it's still a great-looking TV. It doesn't have the same incredibly deep black levels as the U8N, but it still delivers deep blacks in a dark room due to its effective local dimming feature, although you do notice more blooming than you do on the more expensive model. It's not as bright either, although it's bright enough that it overcomes glare in a well-lit room. Colors aren't quite as vibrant as they are on the top pick, but they still deliver colors that truly pop out. Despite being cheaper than the U8N, the U7N has the same modern gaming features like HDMI 2.1 bandwidth, 4K at 144Hz, and VRR support, so it's a good option to pair with gaming PCs, and it's fully compatible with both the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. You also get the same low input lag and a fast response time, so it provides a responsive gaming experience with minimal blur. At number 3. Hisense U6/U6N. If you're on a tighter budget, the Hisense U6/U6N offers great value compared to similarly priced models from other brands. Its black levels aren't as good as they are on the Hisense U7N, but you still get deep enough blacks in a dark room for an enjoyable movie watching experience. The TV isn't as bright as the U7N either, but you can still use it in a room with some lights on and not be distracted by glare. The TV displays similarly vibrant colors as its bigger sibling, but it does struggle more with displaying those colors brightly. Fortunately, you still get support for all major HDR and audio formats, which is great for a TV in this price range. This TV has 4 HDMI 2.0 bandwidth ports with a 60Hz panel, so you lose out on the 144Hz refresh rate of the more expensive models, but it does have VRR support. However, you can choose to drop your resolution to play in up to 1440p at 120Hz, although VRR doesn't work when you do that. The TV's response time isn't as good as the more expensive models, but it's still quick enough for minimal blur behind fast motion, and you still get low input lag. At number 4. Hisense A7N. If you want a basic TV with satisfactory image quality, consider the Hisense A7N. Unlike the other TVs on this list, it doesn't have local dimming to improve its contrast, so blacks are grayish when highlights are also on screen, making it lack impact in a dark room. However, its reflection handling and SDR brightness are good enough that the TV overcomes glare in a moderately lit room. It's not the brightest in HDR, but it's decent for watching movies and shows in HDR due to its ability to display a wide range of colors. It even supports Dolby Vision and DTS audio pass-through, which is great for a TV this cheap. It has fewer gaming features than the other TVs on this list, as it's limited to a 60Hz refresh rate and doesn't have HDMI 2.1 bandwidth, but it still supports VRR. You can't lower your resolution to play in a higher frame rate like you can on the Hisense U6/U6N, but it still has a great response time and very low input lag, so it's a good gaming TV if you don't care about gaming at 120 frames per second.